Hello, grade 10, and welcome to our second online lecture. This is going to be our very first lecture in comprehension. The theme is environmental issues, and the lesson name is Beirut Coastline Highly Polluted, Tire Safe to Swim. This is the name of the article. By the end of this lesson, this is my objective, you should be able to discuss ideas related to coastline pollution in Lebanon. Coastline means the beach. Figure out the meanings of unfamiliar vocab words and terms related to pollution. Identify synonyms of keywords and terms related to the theme. Answer referential, inferential, and critical thinking questions related to the text. Also, answer organizational skills questions on title, type of introduction, and type of writing. Those were the ones we learned in last time's lecture. Of course, they're all in your ebook. I urge you to go back to the ebook and take a close look at them. Before any lesson, of course, as you are used to, I give you a list of words and terms that will help you understand a text. These I call blocking words. If there's a word that you don't understand, you might not be able to understand the paragraph or the main idea of a certain paragraph. So let me give you the words that you need to know before you read this lesson. Word number 1, coast. The coast is the beach or the shore. I'm certain that most of you, if not all of you, know what this word is, but just in case. Marine. What do we mean when we say marine? Marine life. Anything relating to or found in the sea. For example, marine life is any living thing, plant or animal that lives in the sea or the ocean. Substantial. There was a substantial amount of homework for this week. Substantial, important, a lot, okay? Streptococci, plural noun. This, it's good that you learn it now in English, and I'm sure you'll take it in biology. What is streptococci? What kind of bacteria is this? It's a type of bacteria that could cause various infections. This is the plural form, and streptococcus is the singular form. Adverse. Adverse means harmful. Smoking causes adverse reactions in the body. Harmful. Another word that you might take in biology, gastroenteritis. I'm going to give you a clue. Whenever you see the prefix gastro or gastra, this is something related to the stomach. Gastronomy means the study of making food. The chef studies gastronomy. Gastroenteritis, something related to the stomach. Inflammation of the lining membrane of the stomach and intestines, causing nausea. Nausea when you feel like you want to throw up. Vomiting, throwing up. Diarrhea, okay, and cramps. Cramps are, this pain that really hurts, the pain you might get in your stomach or in your leg, and it's really irritating. This is all caused by gastroenteritis, which is an inflammation. This gastroenteritis, as you will learn in this lesson, is caused by a bacteria called streptococci. Sewage water, what's that? Waste matter or refuse fluids from homes, from industries, from factories. Sewage, wastewater, or waste matter if you want. Gigantic means huge or very, very big. Pragmatic, what does it mean if a person is pragmatic? A pragmatic person is a realistic person and a practical person. Now someone will tell you, please look at this pragmatically. You need to take it pragmatically. No feelings. Be realistic and be practical. Let's go now to our lesson. This was an article in a very famous newspaper in Lebanon, English-speaking newspaper called the Daily Star. The article's name is Beirut Coastline Highly Polluted, Tire Safe to Swim. So we obviously know what from the title, which as we learned previously is a condensed summary, or if you want a mini summary of the main idea of the text. So we know that this is the main idea of the text in just a few words. This is what a title is. Again, we read the blurb before everything. Why? Because the blurb contains the main idea you're going to read about. Let's take a look at the picture here first. Okay, I labeled the picture. Sewage water flowing into the Mediterranean Sea in Sidon, Lebanon. Of course, the Mediterranean Sea is the sea that borders Lebanon from the south. Look at the sewage water that's flowing into the waters of the Mediterranean and causing so much damage. Now the blurb. Read the following article about the polluted coastline in Lebanon, then answer the questions that follow. Paragraph 1, Beirut. Multiple coastal sites at the beach, around Beirut have 50 times or more the level of the bacteria Streptococci that is considered safe by the World Health Organization, indicating that the waters may be dangerous to swim in, according to a study published Tuesday. Let's take a look here at this introduction, because I will ask you a question about introduction. Multiple coastal sites around Beirut have 50 times or more the level of the bacteria Streptococci that is considered safe by the World Health Organization. We know that the World Health Organization is the biggest authority on health in the world. It's helping us a lot nowadays with Corona, providing us with medication, providing us with the test kits, okay, the PCR kits, giving us a lot of materials and giving us advice. The World Health Organization. When the World Health Organization says that the beaches of Beirut, or the beaches around Beirut, are 50 times or more than the level accepted or considered safe, this is what kind of idea? How did the author start the article? This is a surprising or shocking fact. Why did the author do that? To grab your attention and to make you curious to read more. Paragraph 2, the study, okay, so there was a study done. The study conducted by the National Center for Marine Sciences, meaning sciences related to the sea, and published by its affiliate, the National Council for Scientific Research, measured the Streptococci level from water samples taken in May from 26 sites are places, S-I-T-E-S, along the coastline, okay? The 2019 levels then were averaged with the levels recorded from the previous 2 years as per United Nations guidelines. Okay, let's see what it turns out to be. Paragraph 3, Streptococci themselves are not dangerous, but are considered indicators for water pollution, including the presence of fecal matter. Okay, fecal matter is matter that comes from the excretion of humans and other organisms, matter in water. In 2003, a WHO report, WHO of course is an acronym for World Health Organization, a WHO report found that any coastal water sample containing 200 parts Streptococci per 100 milliliters represents a substantial, important, or large elevation in the probability of all adverse health outcomes. Outcomes are results, of course. Over 500 parts per 100 milliliter. What does that mean? 200 parts per 100 milliliters. It means that in every 100 milliliters, you have 200 parts Streptococci. Okay? Over 500 parts per 100 milliliters presents a more than 10% risk of gastroenteritis, this disease we talked about, in the lining of the stomach and the intestines, per single exposure. What does it mean, single exposure? You swim once in this water and you get gastroenteritis. You start vomiting, having diarrhea, those nausea. all those annoying symptoms, all from swimming in waters that have 500 parts per 100 milliliter of streptococci. 4. 5 sites or 5 places, 4 around Beirut and 1 in Tripoli, measured over 500 parts per 100 milliliters and were designated polluted or highly polluted. So if I were to ask you, what is an indicator for being highly polluted or polluted, you would answer if the measurement of streptococci is 500 parts per milliliter and above. This means it's highly polluted to swim in. You get diseases. Paragraph 5, the worst affected sites, the worst, the bad, the very bad, were all near or in Beirut. The mouth of Nahr Antilles, Antilles of course is an area in East Beirut, Antilles River, had an average of 36,000 parts. Guys, look at these numbers. Streptococci per 100, 36,000. While spots at Manara and Ramlet al-Baida registered an average of 10,000. Okay, these numbers are just astounding. Okay. Paragraph 6, according to the study, 15 of the 26 sites showed very good to good levels. Okay, 15 were good or very good of streptococci. 14 of those were considered safe for swimming. The waters off the coast of Sil'ata is towards the north, were judged too dangerous to swim due to other pollutants. So no person in their right mind will go to Sil'ata and swim. Paragraph 7, these were largely along the coast between Juni and Batroun. The beach at Tyre, this is where I felt so proud, the beach at Tyre was also considered good, while Naura on the southern border was the cleanest site measured in the country. So, I mean, it does seem that Naura and Tyre are the cleanest. You know, you go towards Bayada and Naura, you take a look at the water, the color is turquoise. It's just so beautiful. And it turned out to be the cleanest swimming site in Lebanon. Take a look at this picture here, Tyre Beach, Lebanon. Look at the turtle. Okay, you know that in Tyre Beach we have a natural reserve. What does a natural reserve mean? It's a place where that's environmentally friendly to the animals and plants that exist there, like the turtles. You're not allowed to hunt or hurt those animals. So it's a natural reserve, of course, preserved by the government, protected by the government. So this makes us proud. Moving on, paragraph 8, another 4 spots were labeled caution to critical. So you need to take care. Critical means, you know, somehow dangerous, critical. He lay in the hospital in critical condition, dangerous condition. Of these, one, Hiri, was in the north, we know that, while the others, Rmaili, you know, this area before you reach Saida when you're coming from Beirut, Rmaili, Saidun, and Sarafand were in the south. So, Sarafand, Saidun, Rmaili, not so good, caution, critical. Paragraph 9, Milad Fakhri, the director of the NCMS, told the Daily Star that swimming in these locations was possible but advised caution. Avoid sewage outflow and take care not to swallow water, he said. I mean, you can swim in Sarafand, but please don't swallow water. How is that even possible? If you're going to swim, you're going to ingest some water. Fakhri advised against swimming in any of the sites marked polluted to highly polluted, the ones we discussed earlier. Okay, take a look at those pictures that I found. Scale of beach pollution in Lebanon. Look at this garbage. This is horrible, horrible. Look at this, beach cleaning attempts. You know, Operation Big Blue works every year to clean the beaches. But the moment these people finish cleaning, 1 hour or 2 hours later, you will find litter left by careless swimmers, careless people, etc. So this is it. Now we come to the exercises. Of course, those are in your book. The first time I'm going to answer them with you and for you so that you know how exactly I want you to answer questions. This is grade 10. It's similar to grade 9, but things here are more detailed. Okay, answers are no longer like one sentence answers. They're generally 2 to 4 sentences. Let's start with question number 1 in A. Why, according to paragraph 1, here I referred you. This is called a referential question. I refer you to a paragraph to pick. Okay, pick the answer. Why, according to paragraph 1, does the World Health Organization, WHO, consider coastal sites around Beirut unsafe? I go to paragraph 1. Let me check. Going back to paragraph 1, the World Health Organization considers coastal sites around Beirut unsafe. Why? Because they have 50 times or more the level of streptococci bacteria, which are dangerous for swimmers. 2. With reference to paragraph 3, what health issue could high levels of streptococci cause? Okay, I still remember that probably. According to paragraph 3, high levels of streptococci could cause gastroenteritis even from a single exposure. One swim, you get streptococci, which of course causes gastroenteritis. 3. What are the worst areas for swimming in Lebanon? Which ones are considered the safest? Okay, the worst areas were all in or around Beirut, according to the article, while the safest place to swim was Naoura in the Tyre area in the southern border of Lebanon. Okay, Naoura is a village or a town, if you want, that is in the Tyre district, Qada, the Tyre district. Okay. Now, number 4, in your opinion, this is an opinion question. It's an open question, but of course, from the information you read in the article and from your experiences. In your opinion and based on your experiences, what are 2 major causes of beach pollution in Lebanon? What do you think? If you couldn't tell, the article would help you. I gave you a suggested answer. 2 major causes of beach pollution are careless swimmers and beachgoers. Beachgoers, of course, you can write it this way. Who litter means pollute, throw things around, and don't clean up after themselves. This is one. Another source of beach pollution could be oil leakage from ships. We've heard a lot of that recently. You can even say sewage water if you want, sewage water from homes and nearby industries. That would be perfectly good also. Next. I chose to answer the first organizational skills questions with you, okay, so that you know how I want you to answer them. 1. What do I mean by organizational skills questions? Are questions in skills, the reading skills that I taught you, title, introduction, okay, type of introduction, pattern of organization, etc. Number 1, do you think the author was successful in his or her choice of title? This type of question has a standard answer, but you need to add something of your own. I wrote a little note for you here. Please go back to pages 6 and 9 in your ebook, which I will send for you if you don't have access to it yet in the school app. I will send it to you, to the group of your book, to reread the skills we learned in the previous lecture before you attempt to answer these questions. Number 1, do you think the author was successful in his choice of title? Yes, the author was successful in his choice of the title for the article because the title, Beirut Coastline Highly Polluted, Tyre Safe to Swim, notice I put the title, is a mini summary. If you want to sound more sophisticated, you can write condensed summary instead of mini summary. It's a mini summary of the main idea of the article, which is about the safety of beaches around different parts of Lebanon from north to south. Safety of beaches, please. Okay. So this is how we answer every question related to the title. You need to tell me the title he is successful, it is relevant because it summarizes the main idea of the article. And continue, what is the main idea? You need to tell me that, okay? Which is about the safety of beaches around different parts of Lebanon from north to south. Done with number one. Number two, what type of introduction does the author use to begin his article? What purposes does that serve? Remember types of introduction going back from pages 6 to 9. There's the anecdote, there's the interesting or shocking facts and statistics, there's the historical introduction, and other types from the general to the specific. Which type did the author use here? Remember, he started by saying what the World Health Organization said about the amount of pollution on Lebanese coast, 50 times higher than what's accepted and safe. So what kind of an introduction that is? The author uses shocking or surprising facts and statistics to begin the article, where he states that you tell me what the shocking fact is. You don't just tell me the type of introduction. You tell me what led you to think that this type of introduction is so and so, where he states that according to the World Health Organization, you can just write WHO in capital letter, multiple coastal sites around Beirut have 50 times or more the level of the bacteria streptococci that is considered safe. This type of introduction, the shocking or surprising introduction, aims at catching the reader's attention, arousing their curiosity, and presenting the main idea of the text, which is about beach pollution in different parts of Lebanon. This is a sample answer for questions related to introduction. Notice it's like a paragraph, okay? It's around 2 to 4 sentences. This is how it needs to be. When you answer a question related to introduction, you tell me the type, the clue that led you to the type, and 3 purposes why the author used that type of introduction. Okay, guys, we're going to practice this a lot. So if you feel that this is a lot of information, don't worry. Okay, we'll practice it on and on and on until you perfect it. Okay? 3. Why do you think the author relies so much on statistics and research results in the article? Okay, I might ask you that question. Why do people give statistics when they are writing articles or when they are discussing something or persuading someone about something? Obviously, to be believable to others. So, again, we'll take this in more in-depth next lesson, credibility. The author relies so much on statistics and research results to achieve credibility and authenticity. Don't worry if you find those words difficult now. We will go through them in more detail next time. Credibility and authenticity. If you want credibility and objectivity, meaning to make his article believable. If I want people to believe me, I need to add statistics, I need to add facts, expert opinions, etc. And I can't put emotions and feelings. If I want to gain credibility, I need to rely on statistics and facts, real life examples, experts' opinions. Okay? Next lesson, you will find this easier. Number 4, to which type of writing does the above article belong? Again, I will give you this in detail next time also. Remember the 4 types of writing ever since 7th grade, okay? To narrate, to persuade, to describe, and to inform. Here the author is not narrating, he's not telling us a story, he's not describing, it's not a descriptive writing. He's not persuading, he was objective, he was simply presenting facts. His words were very objective and to the point. We didn't see a lot of feelings, he just gave us the facts and statistics straight and objectively. So obviously this article is informative, okay? If you want expository, if you want to write that. Informative is a better one. Type, giving. Why is it informative? Type, because it's giving facts and statistics about the safety of different beaches in Lebanon. Okay? For any questions on this, please don't hesitate to ask on Zoom Live, or you can contact me on WhatsApp or through the group. This is all for now. Your assignment, which I put as a worksheet on the app, all in your ebook, which I will send you, of course. You will have it. By the time you see this, you probably have received the ebook, a copy of it. Of course, the copy will be online. What I want you to do is reread pages 6 to 9, which are the organizational skills, title, thesis, types of introduction. Read it carefully. Reread pages 10 to 12, which is the article. And all I want you to do is answer exercises D and E, very easy, vocab and pronoun reference on page 14 of the ebook, which are posted as worksheet in the school app. Okay, see you soon and please take care.